ERC, quality service since 1972. Repairing TVs, console stereos, electronic musical instruments, pinball machines, arcade games, and more. Call 836-0454.
Hey, this is James Spann. This is our Weather Extreme video. This is for New Year's Eve. This is for Monday, the 31st of December. We're still working on the holiday schedule today and tomorrow. We'll get back to the two-a-day schedule on Wednesday. Let's get right to some looks this morning from the Skycam network, and fog is the word. And there's a look at downtown Clanton, what you can see of it there coming from the Skycam. These images captured about 6:30 this morning. Pretty much the same story in downtown Jasper. Fog is very thick, and talk about thick from Gadsden. Well, we can only assume the city is down there. That's the Skycam that's up on Lookout Mountain overlooking the city. And obviously we're overlooking fog there this morning. But that will burn off, and this is going to be a pretty nice day. There's the big picture this morning, and we've got this vortex that's over Canada, and that will be pinwheeling down some very cold air. Coldest air so far this season. So while we're talking low 60s today, we go in the deep freeze right on through midweek. You can see the beginning of that cold air mass up in Canada, some minus 30s up there, and that's Fahrenheit, of course, and that will be nosing down into the northern plain states later today, and we're going to feel it tomorrow as the winds pick up. Now, the air coming in is cold, and the air coming in is dry. No significant chance of rain. This is the expected rain across the nation through Saturday morning at 6 o'clock. If you want some rain, try the Pacific Coast all the way from San Diego to Seattle. And areas around Oakland and San Francisco might be dealing with 5-inch rains out there, but nothing for us. 08 is going to start off dry, but at least we had the good rains last week. In a quick peek at the NAO, this is the North Atlantic Oscillation, one of the teleconnections we watch pretty carefully, really year-round, but especially in winter and during the tropical season. Note down there in the chart that the NAO is kind of spiking negative right around the first of the new year here. And typically when the NAO goes negative, that's when you can have a trough over the east, and it kind of opens up the door for cold air down here. But we also note that the GFS is forecasting the NAO to go back into a positive phase at mid-month, so it could be that this might be the coldest air outbreak of the month. We don't know yet, but that's just a hint that this could be the coldest period of January that we're about to get into here. This is model output. This is the GFS, the 06Z run, valid at noon today. The level here is 500 millibars. This is about 19,000 feet off the ground. And you can see the energy coming down across the plain states that's going to carve out the trough that will bring down the cold air. Now, today will be mild, 61, 62, very comfortable today. But we note that pressure that is beginning to build over the basin out there. It's a 1040 millibar high. Tomorrow, the trough over the east sharpens up. And at the surface, look at those isobars packed. It's going to be a windy day. Hang on to your hat. Temperatures could very well fall during the day. We'll kind of see how the scheme works out. We might start off the day around 35 or 36. We might get up to 41 or 42, and then we might fall back into the 30s with that look there. Any flurries would more than likely be over Tennessee and Kentucky north of here. And we note the pressure out there with the surface high is rising to 1,048 millibars. That is cold. Wednesday still looks like a pretty windy day. 1,044 millibar high over the nation's heartland, really all the way from the Rio Grande up to Minneapolis-St. Paul. Wednesday morning will not be a radiational morning, obviously, with that. It's going to be windy, so the low Wednesday morning will probably be fairly uniform, maybe around 20, with a high Wednesday only in the 30s. And again, the Tennessee Valley will probably have a hard time getting above freezing with that look. Now, Thursday, there's your radiational morning. The high is over us, a 1,040 millibar high, and that's when the bottom could drop out over the colder valleys up in North Alabama. We could see stations like Valley Head coming in with 8 or 9 degrees. Mid-teens probably likely for most other spots, but the ridges will be warmer with low 20s. So, again, it's going to be a big spread there, but that will be the coldest morning, will be Thursday morning. And then Friday, the surface high is off to the east. We begin to see a south wind will start to warm up. Saturday, starting off the weekend, the flow goes zonal. And down at the surface, the dew points will start to creep up, but that still looks dry. And then Sunday, as we wrap up the weekend, it still looks like the better moisture feed is off to the west. So this is really suggesting the weekend will stay dry with a good moderating trend, highs getting back in the 50s. And then Monday of next week, a week from today, woo, look at the trough out west. That's a whopper out there. And at the surface, again, we've got a southerly flow here, but no real well-defined trigger for rain with ridging going on. So we'll keep an eye on that. And really, we'll probably have to wait until the 10th of January. This is what's left of that western trough rotating through here. Now, this is voodoo country. Anything beyond 7 days, we don't like to talk specifics. We're just peeking out here. But the GFS is suggesting that western trough winds up with this, a negative tilt, strong shortwave rotating through here. And if that's correct, that would suggest strong storms, maybe a few snowflakes back in the cold side of that thing. But we'll see how that works out. But if this is right, that's really our next significant rain event on the 10th, so 10 days away. Here comes another one on the 14th of January. Nice shortwave just off to the west. That looks awfully wet, but again, you know what this is out here. That's pure voodoo. We'll have to just wait and see. So that's it for the Weather Xtreme video today. We'll have notes on the blog, which I should mention will be coming back up today. We had some issues with the name server, and we're getting that resolved, but sometimes it takes 24 to 36 hours for the name service to filter back in so you can access that. But hopefully the AlabamaWX.com site will be back up later today. And if not, you can go to the ABC 3340 site and check the 7-day discussion over there. Again, we'll do one of these videos tomorrow on New Year's Day, then back to our regular schedule, the 2-a-day routine on Wednesday. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful day, and God bless.
Weather.